You know, it's checking with me.
Yeah. Would you like to start?
Yes. Green 3-4.
Green 3-4.
Green 3-4.
Okay.
Warm. Excited. Grounding.
Love that. Green 3-4.
Green 3-4. Warm. Grounding.
Excited.
Curious. Yeah.
That's one of our words for today.
I was reaching for it. Yeah. Okay.
You found it.
I found it. Curious. Okay. You?
I am a green 3.
Green 3.
I am also curious.
That's one of our veto words, though.
No.
Curious.
I would say I'm open.
Open.
Now that I actually felt my body open, soft.
Soft.
Which is also one of our words for the day.
Is it?
Yep. Curiosity and softness.
Curious and soft. Okay. This is a good thing we have two, because one of them's a veto word. Mm-hmm. When we do events, we veto the word curious because everyone's curious. It's why they're there.
We're like, get creative. Get creative. Why are you actually here?
So I like that. That's one of our words for today. We weren't very creative today. We weren't feeling as creative as we could have been.
True.
We have soft, curious. I went for excited. That was my initial groping.
I was excited. Love that. Today we're talking about the heart frequency. This came from a friend, Michael. And really what we're talking about here is the way that we don't necessarily struggle in intimacy because we're not feeling. It's really that we're protecting what we feel. And so the question was brought to the surface today, or the question that you asked, Michael, was like, oh, when you think of intimacy, what's the first thing that you think of?
And, you know, one of the things, I was just reflecting on this between when, Michael, you left and this moment. And one of the things that I enjoyed was that you didn't feel rushed to answer.
Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, you and Michael.
And what he said was, well, where he landed was heart frequency.
Yes. And so we kind of unpacked that. We started to unpack that. Yeah. And it became, okay, maybe the theme for today's podcast is about, well, what keeps you unable to reach heart frequency? What are the things that maybe get in the way of intimate relationship where you feel you can't exactly reach your partner's heart? Or maybe if you're not even in partnership, maybe you're just dating. What are the blocks that tend to show up when you're trying to get to know somebody, but you're finding it actually quite challenging?
You know, this is one of the things that I struggled with in London. Is one of the things that challenged me. It's one of the reasons I also started exploring hypnotherapy. Was I recognized when I was engaging with people in London and ask, how are you doing? And I'd get an automatic, yeah, fine, how are you?
Right.
And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but do you get caught in the loop of it? So I'll ask you, or you'll ask me, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
I mean, great, how's it going? And then you would just like automatically, further than that, people go, great, how's it going again?
Right. Yeah.
Like that automatic.
And they're like, oh, sorry, I was just on autopilot. And we're like, yeah, interesting, me too.
And I wanted to get to the heart of people. Michael used the word purity. We've gone for innocence instead today. Because?
Well, we could use both. It's our show. Innocence and purity. Obviously, purity has a little bit of, religious indoctrination attached to it. So it can have a little bit of a harder edge. But in the essence of softness, right, innocence does kind of return us to this childlike state, which is ultimately part of what we're going to be talking about today. It's like when it is challenging to reach our partner's heart or to connect with somebody from that heart frequency based level, what is it that we're actually meeting instead? And chances are, if there's a protection mechanism there, it's something that they are trying to protect, maybe an inner child, maybe an inner adolescent, some part of them that doesn't fully feel safe to be with their heart in the moment.
Doesn't fully feel safe to be in their heart in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that means they show up closed and hardened and
Guarded.
Mm-hmm. And then that can be a struggle
Mm-hmm.
to connect with someone intimately.
Or I think about certain dates where there's always this like little bit of aversion happening. So it's like you can kind of feel when somebody's kind of ducking and dodging intimacy in some way, either because maybe they're like joking a lot, so the conversation never gets depth, it never gets to be serious because everything's just so light under the mask of like playfulness, but really it's like, no, I'm actually just trying to avoid intimacy because it doesn't feel safe for some reason.
And then I wonder if, I'm not sure if we went there with Michael, but it's how can I connect with that, like reconnect with the part of you that's beneath the armor.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's like not even trying to force intimacy of the heart, but how can I meet this person in safety where they're at so that the heart becomes more available.
And what's in the way? Where are you hiding in there?
That's a great question.
What
Where
happened?
do you hide? Where do you hide in there? In these moments when you, let's say, this is where we kind of become our own inner saboteur a little bit, right? Where we really want love, we really want partnership, we really want connection. And yet, when we find ourselves in intimate spaces, connection seems challenging. I think we can think of plenty of examples maybe in our own life where that's been true. And also just in our events. We see it and sometimes in our events where people are coming for connection, but that guard is there. That guard, it's a little bit of a process to get that armor to lower in an effort to truly be seen. It takes some people some time.
And that's why I really loved our temple, your temple, was Sex.Prayers' temple, was that the duration allowed for softening.
Yeah.
And maybe the cabaret might have been a bit overstimulating for some. And that might have put them a little bit on guard. But over the night, that curation of the immersive experience allows time for the nervous system to settle.
Exactly.
Because sometimes stepping out of the room is what settles the nervous system, but sometimes you can't step out of the room. So how can you allow that softening and find your way back to that?
Yeah, it seems like a two-part question, right? The first is like, what do I need in that moment to soften, even just 10%? Can I give that to myself? If not, who could give that to me? And then also when we're engaging with another person, let's say you notice that I'm feeling a little bit guarded. There's an opportunity for you to have awareness of that and also like invite support. But I wonder how we approach that. I wonder how we approach that with finesse and care. Because sometimes I think even asking like, hey, I'm noticing you're feeling a little guarded. That's not really received well all the time.
It's not. I've said to someone, I said to someone, I see sadness in your eyes. And that was difficult for them to receive. And I didn't mean to cause a negative aversion. And that wasn't my intention. It was simply, and someone commented afterwards how amazing that was to witness from a third person perspective.
Right.
But I don't know if it was as appreciated by the person in the exchange as the person watching the exchange. So how do you have that, what do you think is actually in the way when someone can't access their heart? And do you do anything about it? You see, when you see someone who's clearly going through something, do you let them have their experience or do you offer a branch?
Could be both, because you could offer a branch and them decline, and then it's just like, okay, great, you just want to be in your experience, and I have to accept that. What do you find is the most like graceful way? Because that was a very direct statement. Very direct. That was right in there. That was right into the soul. That would have been quite piercing, I imagine. Even though it was honest, it was an honest reflection. I can imagine that to be quite piercing. Even when I hear you say it, I'm like, oof, okay, that would be a little confronting. So I wonder what like a less confronting way of approaching that would be. Because this was also just in friendship for context. So it wasn't a romantic partner. This was just in a friendly container, a friendly dynamic.
I don't know. Do you have an answer?
No, I don't. I'm trying to think about that. Maybe it's because maybe in that moment you didn't ask. Normally you're actually pretty good about asking. Like, hey, I'm sensing something. Mind if I share? Or hey, I think I'm seeing something. Mind if I share? And then if they say yes, you could express that. So there wasn't that. Normally you're pretty good about that, but this was just a pretty direct statement. It seemed like.
You know what? I didn't process. I don't know. It just came out. It was just a pure moment of presence.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Blade of truth. That was your blade of truth moment.
Not with that intention, though.
No, of course. I don't always intend to be a blade of truth. That's just how it filters through my being.
The protection
just
versus essence question.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious. Okay, so like, how do you know that you're actually meeting somebody's heart? Like, how do you know that you're in a dialogue with somebody's heart? What is the felt? What's the experience like when you're truly connected to somebody, heart to heart, for you?
Is there my mind wants to say there's an honesty there. Even if it's a difficult honesty to receive, there's, I don't know, truth, authenticity, purity. There's truth even if it hurts. I don't know. There's something in that. You know, there's a vulnerability. Maybe it's a vulnerability.
The vulnerability is present? You mean like that?
I mean, even if someone's sharing their joy, there's a vulnerability in that.
Right.
Can you ask me?
How do you know, like, when your heart and another person's heart are in conversation, how do you know that you're speaking to their heart? Like, what's present? What's the felt experience of that dialogue? What is your posture like? How do you know?
There's an earnestness there. I think it goes back to that heart coherence. I forget the word that he used.
Heart frequency.
Heart frequency, and then the coherence of heart frequency. It's there's a congruency between what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling.
Okay.
Like someone can say something, and I can feel that they're words but not felt. Or I can feel an emotion that doesn't match the words. And I feel like this is the thing that we can do as humans, or at least I'm doing as a human, that GPT can't. It can tell an incongruency. You can write into GPT, but it can't tell when you're being earnest.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have that somatic
felt sense
that aligns word and emotion. That marriage of masculine and feminine.
Yeah.
What about for you?
Safety. There's like a level of safety there. Like I think about I feel really relaxed in my body. I feel really open in my body. I can feel that like tether of connection between our hearts, because it just feels like there's just like this loving energy that is just going back and forth in this thread. So for me, it's just like this safety piece, which I think comes from like vulnerability. It's like, oh, I'm safe here. I can feel your presence. I can feel your active listening. I can feel your heart, and it's reaching my heart, and it's creating a path of more and more vulnerability over time.
I can feel the heart, and it's creating a path for more vulnerability.
For me, the valve is open. This was something I was talking about with the client. The valve between us is open. There's nothing blocking it. That's how I know I'm connecting. Like the love is just flowing between us, regardless of the type or style of conversation we're having. It's just like, wow, I just feel so much love between us.
When you say you feel love between us, by that you mean?
Just like loving energy.
The flow of energy.
Yeah.
Because when you were sharing that, and thank you, where my mind went was to, I'm not going to use that label, but the dating world and people who get very easily attached because they feel that thing, and then they're met with people that then shut it down. Or I'm thinking of, oh, but I thought we had such a good connection. It's like, yeah, but I'm not really looking for anything right now. So that, because, oh, maybe that is the genuine connection that was there. It's not that it was false or fake or fraudulent in some way.
Right.
But it's just then they're shutting it down.
Well, the desires are different.
But
the desires and intentions are different.
But I think, is that what a lot of women mean when they say they're no good men? In part because they feel like they connect with a person, and then that connection gets pulled out from under them. Maybe.
I think there's a difference between great conversation and actual good emotional connection. You can have great conversation. You can be like, wow, this person's amazing. Like, I love the conversations that we had. It was so easy to talk to them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's an emotional buy-in from that person. And so if it is just conversational and there isn't as much depth, then I could see that being true. I could also just see at the core, the man and the woman, or the two people just wanting something different at their core of that. So if a woman wants a relationship and the guy doesn't, right, it's not really going to matter how good the conversation is, because it's just not his ultimate desire.
Yeah, but I felt his heart. Like, you don't just feel someone's heart. It means something.
Yeah, but I feel my friends' hearts all the time.
Ah, okay.
Again, it's like, I was talking about this just yesterday, actually, where it's like, love can't really be confined. Love is always looking to expand. It's always looking for openness and a place to go. It's very amoebic in that essence. It's non-linear. And so love can translate in so many different ways. You can have really deep emotional connection with your friends. And you're like, oh, we had to see. Yeah, but it's like, but if I just see you as a friend, if I'm like, oh, I'm not seeing what I need to see in order to continue pursuing dating you more seriously, then that's what I need. Maybe because my heart is guarded, or maybe that person's just actually not what I'm looking for.
So then
it has to be reciprocal on both sides.
Then in relationship, because we find in the contact massage clients that we have, contact massage, the combination of yoga, contact dance, and massage therapy, all in a somatic bubble.
That's amazing.
Check it out. Is that
was a good plug.
Check out the description for details. Is that couples will come and share how connected they felt at the start of their relationship. and something has happened in the time that they've been together that they're not connecting to their heart in the same way.
Yeah. Things have gotten in the way.
So when I feel like I can't reach your heart, what do you think is happening inside you in those moments?
Do you have a recent example?
Of
when you
I
couldn't reach my heart?
Reach your heart?
Yeah. Give me an example, and I'll somatically go back into the moment, and I will channel what was happening.
Is it like, okay, we need to maybe we have already, but it's, what does that mean? So that's when I felt like I didn't have your playful presence.
Maybe. Here's an example that I think about often. When we cuddle,
uncomfortable. Yeah, go on.
When we cuddle, there are times when I can just like really feel you, and there's times where I don't really feel you. We're in the cuddle, but our hearts aren't cuddling. You know, like we're not in this like ooey gooey love space, right? Like there's difference. We have differences in our cuddles. So it doesn't mean that I don't love you, or it doesn't mean that you don't love me, but we're not in that like ooey gooey heart frequency. We're in the act of cuddling, and we're touching each other.
As in a desire to reach for that, but there's not an authenticity, and there's not a congruency there.
Right. We're in the physical act of cuddling,
but we're
not emotionally cuddling. Our hearts aren't cuddling.
There's something in the way.
Right? There's something in the way. Maybe you're rainbow roading. Maybe that happens. Maybe I'm just so exhausted that it's like the only thing I can do is literally put my arm around you, and that's all I've got to offer that moment.
Well then it's there, but it's just not the depth.
Right. Like, so in that particular moment, it's not necessarily that
the tether is thin.
Yeah. Well, it's just that it's not necessarily like there's something blocking it, even though maybe. Because I guess in that moment, like if I'm really, really tired and I'm exhausted, it's the end of the day, and I want to cuddle just for the sake of like collapsing into your body. It's not that my heart's not in it. It's just that's the only energetic output I've got to offer. It's not like I guess exhaustion would be in the way in that example. My tiredness is blocking me from like really feeling my heart, or I'm overthinking, and that's preventing me from being tuned into my heart.
What happens then?
What happens? We're just in a physical cuddle.
Is it worth being in it?
Maybe. Depends on how good the skin on skin contact feels. Like if that suffices, it's like you're still in connection. It's a difference between having sex to have sex and having sex to make love.
Go on.
Well, having sex is like going through the motions, right? So we're going through the motions, we're doing the physical thing, but we're just not really connected. Either because we're not really connected to ourselves individually, we're not really connected to each other, we're not connected to the moment, right? All those things could be in the way. Versus when you're actually like really passionately making love or really, really present and you're with each other in the moment, it just feels different. Sex feels so much different.
Like physically agree? Or?
Physically, emotionally, spiritually.
It's like, it's better.
It's more connected.
Yeah.
You quite literally feel more in your body.
It's charged. It's charged very differently.
Yeah.
There's this genuine.
Sorry, I'm very uncomfortable today. I can't do it.
Passion, I think is the word.
Because our hearts are connected. We're fully present with each other in the moment.
Yeah, but something's missing. And I think that thing is passion. There's not this like playing of the energy. It's like a dead energy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going through the motions, but I'm just not really here.
Yeah.
And I don't really care if it feels good or if it doesn't feel good.
It's not charged.
I'm a zombie. I'm basically a zombie in that moment. we definitely have had zombie style cuddles before, I would say.
Yeah.
And then we've had really beautiful cuddles before, right? And the difference is that felt connection of our heart.
So in those moments, what's best practice? Is it to stay in that connection, even though it's a shadow of the passionate presence? Or is it worth not trying to force that, but to return to it when there's an authenticity?
I mean, intuitively, I want to say to return to it when there's an authenticity. I mean, there were moments in our relationship where you would actually pause our sexual connection because you would check in with me. You're like, hey, I'm noticing something. Like, are you okay? And sometimes I would be totally fine. And other times I would be like, yeah, actually, can we pause for a second? Because I needed a second. And vice versa. We've done that a couple times in our relationship. And I've always actually found that to be valuable because I think going through we're so good at going through the motions in our everyday. When you think about your work life, your morning routine, like everything is kind of programmed to be on autopilot. And so if nobody breaks that pattern or interrupts that pattern, you may just keep going through intimacy. You might just like act out intimacy without ever actually experiencing intimacy. But if somebody like you or somebody that is really present can interrupt that in the moment and say, hey, I'm kind of sensing something, just want to tune in. How are you feeling in this moment? Is there something that would make this feel better for you? That actually gives the opportunity for that person to tune in. Me, in that example, I got to tune in and go, actually, yeah, something is going on. Or actually, yeah, I'm not feeling as connected. Okay, what would we like to do about that? Okay, I'm not feeling your heart in this moment. Is there something that you need? Is there something that I can provide you?
Talk about blade of truth.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not feeling your heart in this right now, so I'm going to press pause.
It is confronting. It is very confronting. And I think there's time and place where that is just necessary. I've thought about saying that a couple times in our cuddles. I'm like, hey, I'm not feeling your heart in this cuddle in this moment.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, it's because
you have to risk the abrasion.
I mean,
or the intimacy you really want.
You're going to see the truth either way, right? When you invite that. Because either you get...
that's intimacy right there.
Well, either you get, I'm not in it right now. Or you
and
get...
somebody calling you out. It's like, hey, you're not here. And you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Now I've got to talk about why I'm not here. Or I'm going to avoid talking about why I'm not here. So again, it either opens the door to intimacy or it closes the door to intimacy.
I think the question then becomes, how can you let that be playful so it is safe? How can you keep them in it? Like, see, if you see the loop, how can you change the relationship? The thing you were saying reminded me of Joe Dispenza's work, his book, Break the Habit of Being You, that we're all just caught in our unconscious programs.
Of course.
You know,
Autopilot.
You do the same thing every day. And then it becomes just the background.
Like, you don't even realize you're doing it. And you don't even realize that you're doing it soullessly. Right? There's no passion in it. It's just automatic.
Automatic intimacy.
Brutal. Like, in some ways, I think you could be like, oh, that's nice. Like, it just kind of happens automatically. But, like, if it's happening automatically, are you really truly present for it?
This is one of the things. Go on.
I was going to say, that means you're not getting all the juice out of it that you could.
So this is one of the things that I found with the yoga practice. So I used to do a lot of rocket yoga, and it's sequence. And what I found was people can get so ingrained in the sequence that they're not really present.
Yeah.
But then in that monotony, does provide the opportunity for things to come through.
Right.
And yet, because of the way a lot of yoga classes are structured, it doesn't take advantage of that. You know, if you're in flow state, so you don't have to think about it, you're doing it.
Yeah.
In that space, something can come through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how can you use that to your advantage? Or how can you stay present by not being caught in the pattern, the repetition, that it stays novel?
Well, are you present during that time? So I think there's a difference between doing a bunch of asanas, right, and being in the rhythm of that, and then you're getting downloads. But if you're not present enough to actually realize, like, wow, I'm getting a lot of information here, then it's just you're just energy just moving through you, right? They're not grabbing onto it. I think about people who do yoga or something like that, but then they're just in their head the whole time. It's like, well, you're still not present, even though you're doing the practice.
Aren't they? They're present with their thoughts.
What's what? It's like, I guess what's coming through is like when you kind of get lost to find yourself. Like I think about when I dance and I do my dance practice,
Yeah.
I will drop into a flow state. I'm present in my flow state. I'm like, movement is happening automatically because I'm in a flow state. And then when things come through, I'm present enough to catch them and grab them and then be able to take action on them after the fact.
Right. Okay, that's the important bit, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're not doing that, then it's like the money's just going past and you're not doing anything with it.
Right.
Which I think a lot of yoga does. It makes me think of like going for a run. I'm not thinking step, 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 ground, ground, ground.
Yeah.
Like I'm not present in that. Like I might be taking in scenery, but it becomes a very meditative practice in that sense.
Yeah.
But then it's what do you do to integrate that meditation?
Right.
And you can stay present, you know, if you're talking about intimate moments, rather than get lost in the monotony of repetition. How can it stay fresh? And there's value in monotony too. It just depends where you want your monotony. There's value in regularity.
Yeah. Well, it's like having a routine, right?
Yes.
We can see where a routine can be incredibly rigid and it can create a lack of freedom. We have plenty of examples of that in our lives, I'm sure. And we also see where routine helps create sustainable structure. Right? So how can it be both and? How is it both and?
How is it both and?
I can do my yoga practice, but if in my yoga practice, all I'm actually doing in that practice is just overthinking the stresses of my life, I'm not getting the benefit of the yoga, even though I'm doing it. It's not actually serving its purpose. It's soulless. But if you're in the yoga and you're a stream of consciousness and then you do something with that stream of thoughts that comes through you after the fact, it is no longer soulless. It has soul. It has purpose. It has intention. It feeds and nourishes you, your life, hopefully.
We're saying, being present in the practice is either being in the felt sense of what it is that you're doing, or using the flow of it to invite clarity.
To just be receptive. Yeah.
You know, it's like when you go for a walk and you get the download.
Yeah.
it's not that you need to, I'm moving my feet and
Right. Or even I'm searching for a download.
You
don't even have to do that.
Okay. What do you do?
Typically, doesn't it just show up?
Sometimes. Not always. It's not guaranteed, is it?
No.
You know what? I think that's a very important part.
If I'm talking to God, then I'm in a dialogue, and there's this question and answer that then leads me
Are you talking to God? I think there's the question. Are you talking to God or are you complaining to God? Or like is
talking with God,
as
David Bayer would say.
Right. Is the story just looping, or are you engaging in some sort of dialogue with the understanding of creator to whatever it means?
With an openness and receptivity. That has to be part of it. It's like you have to be open enough to actually be able to receive that message.
Well, I wonder if something like, because where my mind's just gone is, you say when people come to our events, they want to connect, but then something gets in the way. There's an inhibition there.
Yeah.
And when you go for a walk or you do a practice, it's because you're wanting to find presence, but something often gets in the way.
Our minds. Like people come to the events, they're looking for connection as an example. Intimacy is a great one because it's an easy entry point and it's conversational. Yeah, intimacy. Check it out. So they come in and they're seeking connection. They want emotional connection. They want to explore depth and what intimacy means on a deeper level. And what they'll find is they walk in the door. If they've never been here before, it's a new space. So immediately that can create a little bit of a closing of that valve, right? Yeah. Then they look around and they realize they don't know anybody here. That can become a little bit of a barrier.
Safety is such a big thing. Because I think ultimately it comes down to safety, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
My nervous system is experiencing fear instead of play, instead of joy.
Instead of love.
Although some people do love fear. There's roller coaster people. Yeah.
It's the intensity of sensation, right? So it's fear to them isn't a barrier, it's a turn on. So that's not something that closes the valve, right?
I'd probably say roller coaster people that do love it and actually on this side of the spectrum of excitement than anxious.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. So that's, I think, what creates, like, when you're on a first date, right? You might show up a bit open, but there might be this moment of, like, nerves or tension where you're like, I don't know this person. Is this person going to like me? Enter the mind, right? Then the mind starts to come in. It starts to, what if I say the wrong thing? What if XYZ happens?
And that's when someone can't connect to your heart.
Exactly, because
connecting to your head.
Exactly, and you're not connected to your heart.
Heart coherence.
Or the opposite of this, I would say, is that you are so connected to your heart and the fear state that you start to protect it. Because you're like, wow, I'm literally so connected to my heart that I have to protect it in this moment. And that takes over.
I'm so connected to my heart that I need to protect it. There's something going on there, though. It's like I'm so connected to my heart that I don't feel safe to give it.
Yeah. There's still the fear is what's happening in that, I feel.
It makes me think of, so in Tantra, there are these 3 impurities. These false truths that we tell ourselves. And they boil down to I'm not enough or some variation of. I'm not safe or some variation of. And I need to fix this.
I'm not enough. I'm not safe. I need to fix this.
And those are the things that lead us to do things that create even more separation. Because it's coming from a place of fear and a place of lack rather than I am enough and I'm safe.
Yeah.
I can't play. And from that place, of course, you're going to give, even if it might be tentatively.
Yeah.
And that's the practice.
I think it's important for us to be able to see where we are actually subconsciously sabotaging the thing it is that we really truly want.
Which is?
So an example is connection, for instance, or love, to feel love. So an example is if I go to an event wanting connection, I want to meet new people, but the second I get there, I start to shut down because there's so many new people. I will be sabotaging that. The people aren't sabotaging it. The environment isn't sabotaging it. I'm sabotaging it from within.
Not consciously, though.
No, of course.
It's like the people that come to contact massage, the couples that come, they're coming because, well, the couples that are going through a period of disconnect, they're coming because they want to connect, but even in that space, something is stopping them. Like, they're there, and yet.
Comparison to the past shows up, takes them out of the present moment. Bumping heads on accident takes them out of the present moment. So it's like all these little things where, these infraction points start to come in that are kind of, I guess, in some way trying to assert that this present moment isn't enough. Because I really want this to look or feel like something else.
Right.
And it doesn't. And then now I'm out of the moment. They get taken out.
Yeah, my mind went to the purity of it. There's the authenticity of it. It's the honesty of it. It is needing it, like you said, to look a particular way rather than just enjoying how it already is.
I think it's the difference between going into a date, for instance, and really wanting your heart to be open,
right,
and shutting off connection because it isn't, as opposed to being able to meet you where you are with what is available, creating safety at that level so that more becomes available.
It's getting frustrated at someone that they're not more open than they are. It's like, I really want to connect to your heart, but you're not letting me.
Right. It's like, do you think that behavior helps or hurts? You think that helps the situation? Do you think that makes me want to open to you more?
But then that's the frustration in them, right? It's my love isn't being received. Oh no, I don't think it's even my love is being received. It's I can't access your heart. And then that is getting expressed as that fear gets expressed as this frustration and creates even more separation.
Exactly.
Rather than being met with compassion. But the thing with that is it's so selfless in a way, because you have to go, well, I'm not getting what I want. And as frustrating as that is, I'm going to put that over there because I'm seeing that I don't want both of us to have something in the way.
Right, because now we're just amplifying the block.
It's like, I'm trying to access your heart. Something inside you is stopping you from doing that. I could harden myself and get frustrated, but that will be then two people who are having no access to their heart. So I'm inside and endeavor to stay in my heart in the hope that you can meet me there.
Yeah, you'll start to soften. You'll start to be a bit more curious. Like, you'll start to register, like, my being as safe, that I'm patient.
Patience.
I think that's a big thing.
And the challenge of that is the reflection of that person. It doesn't want, that person is struggling to open their heart to me. What is it about me that is stopping them from opening their heart?
And it might not have anything to do with you. We have to remember, it's like, we are so, I'm going to say this very blade of truth. Okay. I'm just going to, I think that it is incredibly narcissistic of us to think that it is about us. It's like, it's all about me. They're not open because it's something to do with me. She's low-key calling me a narcissist. No, I think we all have these narcissistic tendencies. We all have it. So it's it's of disservice to assume
Calling you a
that it has
narcissist.
to be about
We're all
I'm doing
narcissistic.
something wrong. He's doing something wrong, right? And maybe sometimes it is, but not all the time. It might be that their heart is guarded in general.
I think the ego is by nature narcissistic.
Yeah, of course. It's incredibly self-absorbed.
Right.
That's its purpose. That's its
modus operandi.
God-given purpose, I guess. You know, yeah.
It's very much. I mean, it means I. The I state.
Yeah.
Ahamkara, I think, is the tantric equivalent. It's the I maker. Ego is Latin for I.
Yeah.
And
so it is about me.
It is.
Everything about this moment is about me. That's what the ego says. Everything in this moment is about me.
Whereas the tantric view is that it is about us. Because we're not separate. It's just one consciousness expressing itself through infinite pairs of eyes. And when we forget that, we become fixated on the I maker, the I sense, I self, and it does become narcissistic. And so it then becomes, okay, how can I remember that this isn't about me? This is actually about us.
Yeah.
And if you're not connected to your heart with me right now, it means we are not connected to your heart.
Or the heart that exists between us.
The heart frequency.
Yeah.
We're not accessing that heart frequency right now.
Which is interesting because I think when you look at it that way, which takes a lot of conscious awareness, let us know how this is landing for you or in the comments if it's landing for you. What you're sharing there is, I think from that perspective, it would seem to be so much easier to go, hey, I'm not feeling like we're in heart coherence. Like if we think about it as the we are not in heart coherence. What do we need in order to be able to access that? It becomes less about, hey, you're not in your heart, which is very like finger pointing, right? Did I do something wrong? My ego is getting a little bit activated or triggered.
What's
Can
wrong with
I
you?
fix this? Yeah, what's wrong with you? It's like, hey, I'm noticing that
we're not on Rainbow Road right now.
Yeah.
How can we get back there?
Yeah, exactly. Things are not flowing as freely and easily as they could. What would we need in order for that to become possible?
I think that's challenging in and of itself, because if the person knew, they would in theory work towards it, and even if they did know, they wouldn't know how to get there.
Depends on how connected to their nervous system they are and if they have tools, right? Because if they're just like, I'm just anxious but I don't have any tools, they're not going to know what to do about it. They would need somebody to maybe like kind of like tease it out of them or soften it out of them.
So I feel like this happened to me yesterday. So you had your client. I was dropped into contact massage, solo contact.
Try it out.
Contact massage. It's great.
Check it out. Solo contact massage is great.
So that's what I'm offering. I feel in my being that's one of the tools for men's tantric yoga.
Yeah.
It's movement, it's massage, and it's motivation, like focus.
The 3 M's of men's tantric yoga.
It was
okay, Furtick.
It was
Lay it out.
It was meditation.
Okay. Okay.
It's movement, massage, and meditation.
Great.
So I was contacting, and that got me in a really great place. And you were in a great place. And then we came together and we were having a laugh, and this idea of doing strip tease. It's tea that we do in an intimacy, and each round you remove a layer of clothing should you choose to.
As you get more vulnerability.
Deeper vulnerability. And then something transpired where I was taken out of my flow. I noticed it too.
I noticed it, yeah.
And dealing with that in the moment. And it was interesting to reflect on, I'm out of it now. What happened?
Yeah, what took me
But
out
also how to get back to it. And
that's when I just moonwalked away. I was like, okay, bye.
yeah, don't walk away from me, Miller. Okay. But that's what I needed in that moment.
Yeah.
And I didn't say it as eloquently as I could have because I was caught in the feeling of it.
Yeah.
But it was, hey, I'm out of that frequency right now. What I need is for you to leave so that I can come back to it.
Yeah.
And that is what happened, even if that wasn't how the conversation went explicitly.
Right.
That is what was communicated, because then you went.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah.
I could feel his posture shifted, your tone of voice shifted, and I had this moment where I was like, I could feel it. I was like, oh,
We're out.
Okay, we're out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you get back to doing what you're doing. I'm gonna go back to doing what I'm doing. It wasn't now in certain sensitivities, I feel, or with couples that are in certain sensitive moments, that could feel really challenging. Right. But in that moment, I didn't take it personal. It didn't seem like you took it personal. We just kind of did the thing that we knew that we needed and went our own paths.
So I have my tools to process it. I've got.
It's not always that smooth. I will caveat. It's
or
not
that
always
quick.
that smooth or that quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The moonwalk helped.
The moonwalk helped. And then my practice, it's an offshoot of my meditation practice, but utilizing that tool, I haven't named it yet. Oh, I did name it. It's called Reset Integration.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Check it out.
Check it out. If you're a man over 35 who is wanting to be in their head less and feel stronger in their body and feel purpose-driven in their passion, find that focus, then tantric yoga. Come check it out.
You say virality, and I think it should be vitality. I think that's where I keep getting confused.
Okay.
Because he'll say virility, and I'm like, no, virality. But I'm like, actually, what I want is vitality.
Vitality. Okay.
That's the word I've been reaching for this whole time, just to caveat
It is that. Feeling more in their vitality.
Yeah, they're more mobile, they're more fluid, more creative, more connected.
More present, more playful, more driven.
Yeah. So moments like that don't take you out for longer than necessary.
Yes. And having the tools to deal with that. Because that could have gone one of infinitely other ways, but that could have been a month of disconnect, right?
Right.
You know, you could have left that room feeling frustrated that happened, or concerned that there was something wrong.
I could have created a story that means he doesn't love me.
Right.
Like there's so many things.
So many things.
It could go,
I could have got lost in my head for a week or two.
Yeah.
But I had the tools to not do that. And then I was able to get back into my body and finding the ways to return to one's own heart frequency, to then meet each other on that rather than depend on one another to be able to return to it. And I think maybe that's what a lot of couples do, is you're not in your heart frequency. I need to fix this.
Yeah.
What can we do? Oh, let's go and do contact massage. Contact massage. Try to check it out.
Check it out.
But that's not going to fix it. It's going to highlight it.
Yeah.
And it will support in getting in the realm of heart frequency, but there's a dependency there, because someone's come in with like, I need to fix this. This needs fixing.
Right, which means if you fix it for me, and then let's say we break up and I enter a new relationship, now it's not fixed any longer because you were the fixer. So it highlights that it is still very much an inner peace. It's an inner peace. It's not your responsibility to make me feel safe.
No.
It's my responsibility to do the things, speaking my desires, speaking my boundaries, doing the inner work to ensure that I feel safe enough within myself to live my life.
Yeah, because that way, otherwise it takes away sovereignty. And the tantric path is about sovereignty. That's at the heart of it, is you have the ability to choose. Viktor Frankl, I very much enjoy that. I'm reaching for this because The role of the hypnotherapist is to be more powerful than the client's problem. And I think what you're speaking to in there is, it's not my role to fix this. It's my role to not be thrown off by the problem.
Right.
It's to bring presence to it.
Or even just to hold it. Like,
Yeah.
we could have stayed in that room yesterday and just awkwardly held the tension for a really long time.
I think in the past we have.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And we could have hardened in self-protection in order
Uh-huh.
to go, well, now things just got awkward. So now I need to protect myself because we're not connected to our love.
Uh-huh.
Who knows who was the trigger, right? Or it was a joint trigger.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning, people.
And so
We got 2 minutes.
noticing that. Okay, so with that 2 minutes, because we just gave a great anecdote, I feel like, what do you feel like
agree.
people can do, contact massage, besides contact massage,
Men's tantric yoga.
men's-centric yoga?
Mystic mentorship.
What do you feel like when people notice that either their own hearts are hardened,
Sorry,
or
mystic CEO.
that mystic CEOs?
Yeah. When their hearts are hardened.
If they notice that their hearts are hardened, or they notice that their partner's hearts have hardened, or, to put it more tantrically, that the heart frequency between us is being challenged, like, what do you think is the best thing for people to do in that moment in order to either get clarity or to come back to the heart frequency?
I think it's purify oneself.
Cleanse the palate.
Yeah, like come back
So,
to...
like, meditate, what, reset?
Yeah, reset. Come back to your own heart frequency. So that you're not...
How can I reconnect to me?
So that when I do share that space, my heart is open.
And I'm more grounded.
Even if yours isn't.
Yeah.
And I can stay open and hold you in your armor and create safety because I've taken the time to come back to myself. Otherwise, it's just two hard hearts fighting one another, two armors clashing.
This would be a great conversation if you're in partnership to have with your partner, like in these moments when we feel we are disconnected from each other's hearts. How would you like me to approach this situation? Because some people might need space, other people might need connection. And it's nice to have this conversation while you're emotionally sober, aka meaning not in a current trigger, so that when the trigger happens, you already know, like, okay, my partner's going to want space. I can do the inner work to ensure that I can hold that and that I don't make it about me. I make it about them.
Yeah.
And I go pivot and I take care of myself.
That is there's a book, Dance of the Lion and the Unicorn, which says, and it's very tantric in essence, ultimately everyone is either a unicorn or they are a lion. The unicorns value spaciousness and they're more introverted. A lion values connection and they're more extroverted. We have the ability to be in both, but ultimately one leans. Yeah. And
makes sense.
If you're with a lion, you're going to be the unicorn, or if you're a unicorn, you're going to be with the lion. I think there's a caveat though, because in some relationships, whilst you might be a unicorn in nature, that person is so unicorn that you end up being the lion.
Right.
And there can be a switch of polarities there.
Of course.
What about you? What would you say?
No, that's what I would say. I would say have an emotionally sober conversation with your partner around what is our game plan for when we feel disconnected from our heart space, our collective heart space.
That's difficult.
What do you typically need in those moments? Here's what I need in
because
those moments.
A lion needs closeness and a unicorn needs spaciousness.
But I think it's important to have that conversation. Like, we've had to do this multiple times where it's like, okay, you're taking space. I had to do work to know that's like, that doesn't mean you're abandoning me.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that you're not going to come back
still
to me.
Here.
Yeah, you're still here. You just need to go compartmentalize over there. I can go then take care of myself in the way that best, like, because once I let you do that, all that focus gets to be poured back at me. So provided I'm not feeding the mouth that says, oh my God, our relationship is over and we're destroyed, right? Provided that's not the energy that I'm feeding, I'm actually all good while you're taking your space. Because I start to do things in my life that bring me enjoyment. Or if I do need to co-process or co-regulate, I do it with somebody outside of our relationship. So I'm not solely reliant upon you. It's like, but I need to co-regulate and you're not available. I can go co-regulate with somebody over here.
I think that's the challenge, right? It's those moments where you're like, can I have a hug? Like, can we hug? And I'm not in it.
Yeah.
But
I don't feel your heart there.
And I'm saying yes because I know, right. And I'm saying yes because I know that even though I'm not in it, it does give you something.
Yeah.
And
it's all I need in that moment.
Right. And so even though my heart's not in it, or it is, but it's guarded. That's enough. It would be enough.
Even that would be enough.
Even that would be enough. On that note.
So great to be here with you today. Let us know how everything lands in the comments. If you want to check out Contact Massage or Men's Tantric Yoga or Mystic Mentorship, let us know in the comments. There will be everything that you need to know in the description when this goes live on Wednesday. So you can rewatch it on Wednesday in its entirety.
And if this is Wednesday or beyond for you, hi, welcome. Nice to have you here.
We'll see you again next Wednesday.
See you in the next transmission.